let's get this started here. Got the baby face. What's going on, investors? That's here from Crypto Investments. Turn this music down a little bit. Tweak this just a little here. What do we got? So, that was weird. I had like 100 views immediately yesterday, and now I got like 1. So if you're here, what's up, man? Let me know what you're looking at today. I wanted to wait for people to come in so I don't have to repeat myself a million times, but I'm gonna start off by looking at, okay, thank you. I'm gonna start off by looking at Bitcoin, obviously. Was it yesterday I made a video? Yeah, yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, I was saying that this looks like a big bowl, cup and handle. Here's your handle, and you're expecting to pop above this green line, which was at $41,000. And it looks like today we broke this little bit of a falling wedge. Not even really a wedge, more like a parallel channel down that handle. Took a big dive down to 37.2 and came immediately right back out of that. Stayed above there, did a little back testing, and then it just soared straight up. So this would have been a great trade. I know someone I know put a margin trade in on this and just did excellent with it. So with that said, a couple things I did to see where we're heading next is one of the things I did is a fib retracement on this recent spike here. So low to high, and you can see we already did a 0.618 retracement, which means we got enough gas in the gas tank to go higher, and as you can see, we did go higher. So next level I'd expect to see is the 1.618, and you know, we got to get a little juice beforehand, so maybe we'll take a look at the fib real quick on this and see where we're at. So we're only down to about a, let's see if we can get this more exact. Only down to a 0.382 retracement, but we're already in an uptrend. So, you know, we already had that bounce to 618. How much more do we need before we got enough gas to get to where we're going, you know? I'd say we play around a bit in here. Who knows? Oops, not what I want to delete. So one of the other things I wanted to show you was a measured move here. So we got a high to low here, copy and pasted move over here on the same starting spot. And realistically, we are going to be at 53,000, call it 54,000. So I think that's the next target here. You know, we're all-time high category or territory here, so we're in complete price discovery. So where we stop, no one knows. So right now, we're pulling back to gain some steam, I think. You know, you can see it came back to the EMA and just rocketed right out of there. So yesterday, if you would have jumped on that trade at that cup in the handle, I think I was calling it about here. It was a great time to put on that trade. So, all right, let's see what the next coin has in store for us. If there's anything you want me to look at while I'm here, also shoot it out in the chat and I'll take a look. Leaving a comment with our Discord link in there as well, so you can join up on Discord, stay in touch with the chat too. Next one I wanted to look at was Litecoin, and I mean there's a ton of these that are just skyrocketing today, so we could look at a bunch of them realistically, and you're gonna see about the same thing. Everything's moving high. So I drew a bunch of lines on this, as you can see. Just important levels, you know. Here I saw 2 touches, you know, a couple touches there. Where did I see this one? This one was the wick here, and I think there was some important previous touches when you look back into the history. And I'm gonna go out of them one day here. Oops. This will kind of give us a better look. So yeah, you can see we played in these levels already. So remember this top line when we scroll back over is the top of this wick. We got one right here at the top of this candle, one right here at the top of this candle. You know, it's touching this a couple times. So there's heavy resistance here. So when we go back here, look at this. It hit this resistance again, fell back down. So we pulled below the 20-day EMA, hit the 60-day, bounced immediately off that. And we got some pretty big candles here. Some good momentum, I would say, you know. Like I said, this is pretty strong resistance we're facing right now. Touched a couple times. But let's pull this one. Oops. No, not what I wanted. Alt H, not Control H. There it is. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at that candle right here. Drawing even more lines on there. But look at how important this level is. So you can see broke above there and a huge candle took it up. Came back, retested, came back, retested, fell below. Went above, fell below, but retested and kind of used this now as support. So this level here is becoming support. You can see sellers are starting to get a little tired out here. Let's draw a little trend line. We got lower lows here. And let's pull the MACD. Pretty flat line. So we're just facing a lot of resistance with Litecoin, but it is doing very well. I bet there's someone else streaming right now. Yeah, there's a lot of people streaming right now. That's probably why we got low views compared to yesterday. That's all right. More intimate setting. That's good. Let's see, what else do we want to look at? We want to look at, I'm looking at theta first. So one of the calls that I've been calling for about 2.5, maybe 3 years now has been theta. And I was calling it down at about 10 to 20 some cents. Let's see. Gotta get off the 30-minute chart. Yeah. I think 24 cents is where I bought a bunch of it. Can't really see on this scale. Look at this. You could have picked it up at 3 cents. All right, let's try to take this to where we're at now. And look at this thing. I mean, we're in all-time high territory here, so we're in price discovery. There's no TA to do on this. You know, we can look a little bit, but jeez Louise, look at this important resistance here, becoming support. You know, I don't really see a back test, but we are on a 12 hour. So let's do a 1 hour here. See if it did back test that. Looks like it did. Even fell below it on the 1 hour, but then came right back. Let's see what a 2 hour looks. Yeah, so we're taking off on theta again, which is great. See a trend line here. Not that strong, but we are seeing some big sells. So that's what that's telling me, is getting some decent sells. You know, you got a It looks like this is lower, so maybe a bit of a bullish divergence on the RSI. Just a bit. It's hard to say. I mean, that's pretty damn close. But I mean, yeah, even all three of these touches, geez, I'm liking that. So I'm liking that it's touching this trend line 3 times, and the third time it's saying nope, and it just skyrocketed higher. That is really good to see. 1, 2, and 3, and it just took off after that. So where are we headed after that? Nobody knows. We could do a little bit of a measurement, but that's gonna be a best guess. Okay, copy that. Let's move that over here. Let's put a horizontal line here first and paste. Oops. It gets me so confused with the control and the alt switching. We got it though. So I'm gonna move this over here because I got one more thing I want to do with this. So next level on this measured move would be $3.63, which is a whole dollar above where we are. Well, no, we're at 280. Whole dollar above where it was at this peak. That's insane. Insane levels. I can't believe we are looking at $2.88 for theta right now, and I was just looking at it at 24 cents. It's insane. Let's see what we got here. Live. Yeah, I think a lot of people are still looking at Dogecoin, so we'll pull that up next. But one more thing I wanted to do with this is look at the low to the high, do a, I don't know much if this is a good indicator here, but look at this wick all the way down to the 618 level, and look at where this 618 level lines up. I mean, that's pretty damn close to that important resistance, that previous important resistance. So you got enough fuel to continue onward on this, just in this one candle alone. You know, I would have liked to see this pull back to the 618, but it did pull back to the 50% level. Oh, I got that stretched out a little bit too much. Let's correct it. So it didn't pull back to the 50. Stopped at the 382. So it doesn't have a lot of steam, but it's got some steam left in the tank. I really like it. I think it's gonna do well here. All right. Let's hit the next one. I didn't look at the MACD. You got lower low. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, whoa. Divergence here. And here. Good indicators. Ah, that's not so much. Where did I look at it? Is it this one? Yeah, this one for the MACD. I'm liking it. Even though it's all-time high, I'm still liking it. So I wouldn't enter this trade by any means, but I do expect it to continue on. And the reason I wouldn't enter that trade is because how far extended we are already. I couldn't tell you how much percent that is, but I would imagine it is just a lot. So we got Theta, we did Litecoin, we did Bitcoin, Doge. Dogecoin, USD, and I'm going to pull up the Binance chart due to the fact that we're already past all-time highs, so none of the previous charts with more history matter. But the Binance chart does have this big spike on January 28th that some of the other charts don't have. And I was talking to a buddy today as to why that happened, and I think there's a lot of US users that are now using Binance. So I think it's becoming a popular resource. I know a lot of people used Robinhood and they got a little pissed off with the whole Wall Street and GameStop thing. But I just think Binance has a lot of US volume. I think a lot of newcomers are using it. So maybe not. So here's what our analysis on Dogecoin looks like. I got too many lines here. I'm gonna have to delete some here. But I just wanted to point out important levels. So yesterday I was calling for a head and shoulders, it looked like, and it looked like it was gonna continue to break down. Right here, I can't really see it on there. Let me pull up the 30-minute chart because it was become visible there. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. It was looking like it was a head and shoulders, and then I saw this big breakdown, and I was like, uh-oh, maybe we're taking a nosedive. But Bitcoin decided to rally, and with that, this coin rallied, which is surprising because usually when Bitcoin hits all-time highs, usually it cuts the rally short. So it's kind of surprising to see. You know, in the comments. So if you got any coins you want me to look at after this, leave them in the comments. I'll take a look at them. We'll see what we can see. Man, so what do I think about Dogecoin? Do I think it's going to continue higher, or do I think it's done? I think there's too much hype. There's people I know that have no clue about crypto that are jumping in Dogecoin right now. So do I think it's going to continue higher? Yes. What are some important levels? Well, we're at one right now. This is a previous candle wick. Right there, candle wick, candle wick, candle wick. Touched it a couple times. I mean, I could adjust this to right here too. Let me delete some of these lines, clean it up a little bit. Just a little bit. We don't need those anymore. We're not going back down there right now anyway, right? We're zoomed in on the 30-minute chart, so very tight. I don't recommend looking at this close, but otherwise there's nothing else to look at. So what we're doing right now is we're riding on that 20-day EMA, that purple line right there. And you can see it's hit it a couple times, dropped below it, raised right back above it. And we're playing right at that level. And that happens to coincide with this level here, which is 7 cents or 7.7 cents. So where do we go from here? Are we going to continue range bound from 7.7 to 8.2? Or are we continuing onward? It all depends on what it wants to do right now. So if it drops below 7.7, it's not a great sign. We need to bounce above 7.3 to get back. Who knows what's going to happen? Like I said, we're on the 30-minute chart because there's not much else to look at with this. We're just kind of range bound right now till it makes the next move. So important lines we got above us is we got this 8.29 cents, 8.3 let's call it, which is this previous candle close, and then the candle wick also at 8.5. One of the things we did here is we did a little bit of a measured move from high to low here, and we copied it over here, And if this were to break above there, the next move we could see is maybe the 15 cents. It's the next potential resistance, except for maybe a Fibonacci. Let's see if we can get one in there. I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. What's going on, guys? A couple of viewers tuning in now, I see. If you're here, leave something in the chat. You got requests, let me know. Do the best I can to look at them here. Oops. All right, so we got high to low. And I want to see, it's going to get messy here, but let's try to zoom in. All right, so 618 level. Look at this. Look at how perfect this lines up. My God. So 7.78 cents, our line we drew right here, lines up exactly with the 618. So we had a good retest here. What that means is we might have enough juice to get even higher. And let's see. So our 15 cent level would be a 3.618 level on the Fibonacci. So you could potentially see resistance here, and that's 12 cents, 10 cents, and maybe even a little bit here, because that's that candle wick, and about the wick here, which is 8.8 cents. Dogecoin, I don't know what to think about you. You know, it's a meme coin. What do I do? But if it keeps looking good, it keeps looking good. All right, what else? What's the next one you guys want? Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going over my standard list, which is never fun. Looking at the same damn things every day. Got a link to the Discord in the comments here. Make sure you join up on that. What do we got? XLM USD. And they wanted to look at it on Poloniex, I thought. Okay, maybe not. Maker. Alright, what is Maker MK? I think it's MKR, right? Oh, again, these are all popping. This isn't. This is this right? Maker? $2,480. I remember when this was like 80 something. Okay. Maker. Yeah, MKR. Holy shit. $2,481. Alright, let's do a couple horizontal lines here. Not many though, because I think we're at all-time highs. Now this is on Coinbase. Let's see if we got any history on Poloniex. Yeah, we're at all-time high territory. Okay. I'm going back to Coinbase then, since none of that matters. And we'll switch off the daily chart, because once you're in that zone, you can't really tell anything when you're all-time highs. Got a little bit of a trend line here. I mean, it's not much, but you can see we pull back to the 20-day EMA. If this candle closes green, that'd be a great sign for this. Ooh, we got nothing there, nothing there. Important level. I mean, semi-important. Let's zoom in farther, actually. Okay. So yeah, you can see even clearer now this trend line. Important level here on this candle, because you can see this was the low to high pump. You know, so somewhere in this range between the wick and the top of this candle is very important for this. This is previous resistance right here. Hard to buy in anywhere on Coinbase, right? Yeah, I hear you. A lot of those coins are just gone. They're beyond gone. And how do you chase something that's already gone like this? You know, there's no good buy-in opportunities. So I hear you on that. All right, like I was saying though, this is an important level here. So previous resistance, it pumped all the way up here and it said, we can't go there yet. And then it came back, did a little back test, fell below it, and did another huge pump. Jeez. Oops. Let's do a measured move here. 28% high to low. Let's copy this, paste this. I'm going to put a horizontal line here. Put a horizontal line here and here. And we could do one here as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do it just for showing you here. So I saw a couple important levels here. So we need to get above this line at 2,381, which we are right now, and we need to stay above it. This was the important resistance level that's now support, broke here, but has not fallen below this level since. So I would say it's important we stay above 2,415. Next resistance level is at 2,678, 2,745, and then 2,840. Then a break all the way up to 3,101. From there, measured move would put us at damn close to $4,000. Now, this is a best case scenario, of course, but that would be pretty awesome for Maker. And I don't know much about this coin, to be honest, fundamental wise, but I do remember it being a lot less than what it is right now. So if you are sitting in this one, I'm hoping you're sitting in good profits. High to low, we got, put this a little more exact. So I'm doing high there, hello there. We're sitting at the 236 level right now. And you can see how pretty perfect that lines up with this line we drew right here at 2424. Not much can be done with things that are all-time highs, you know? Not much TA you can do. Except for just looking again for entries. I don't see anything right now, but what I do see is this green candle on the 30-minute. It's a great indicator that we're going to be turning around. I know these EMAs just crossed. You'd hope to see them cross the other way. But if this green candle pumps and it closes above here, that'll happen immediately. So something to watch. Let me see one more thing though before I go away. I wanted to see if we got any divergence here. Not looking like it. So, all right. Anything else you guys want me to look at here? Give us a Bitcoin top hypothesis. I've been getting beat up for so long. I'm gun shy on Bitcoin. I am severely optimistic on Bitcoin, and I think from what I've seen in the past is after a halvening, about a year and a half after a halvening, maybe even 2 years after a halvening, you get a 10x. So when I was looking at it the first time, it was about $1,000. We rose up to $20,000, so 10x plus 10x. But I think that was a blow off top, too much hype and everything. So 10x from 1,000, 10,000. 10x from 10,000 puts us at 100,000. And with these numbers and these exponential growth like this, I can see it happening. I know that sounds very out there to say 10,000. We're only halfway there, but I can see it happening within a year or two, maybe even less. You know, there's a lot of hype right now. There's a lot of people joining crypto right now. I'm getting people that are asking me about it daily. So, but what I did post yesterday was this big bowl cup and handle. Here's the cup, here's the handle, here's the breakout above. And you wanted to get in yesterday at this spot. So what we saw was it broke above this parallel channel downward. Also happens to be the handle. Broke above there, back tested, and then shot out of there. So that's where you wanted to be yesterday. We did do a measure move from here to here, high to low off the previous all-time peak, and that put us at 53,000. So almost 54. So that's where we're expecting the next stop, 54. I think we're just kind of gaining a little steam at this level right now. This was a pretty good candle, so you need to see it pull back a little bit. I mean, that's just to be expected. I mean, that's only fair, right? What was I looking at before? I think we're doing a little bit of this. And we were saying it pulled back to the 50% level already. Even 618 on this candle, you know, immediately pulled back to the 618. So, and that candle's still closed green, which is great. So it's got some steam. It's just kind of gathering up, you know. Nice, right on. I'm just go along with it. I'm right there with you, man. Long term, for sure. For sure. You never know where this is going to be in 2 years, 5 years. This is insane times to be in crypto. All right. Anything else you guys want me to look at while I'm here? Any coins? Call them out in the chat below. And of course, join up on the Discord. Links in the description. Do some TA over there, do some crypto talk. We got guys that have been here since 2016, so they know their fundamentals and know their backstories on a lot of coins. It's a good little community. It's growing pretty quickly. Lots of people joining. But we'd love to have more people in there, you know, more minds or more eyes on different charts, you know, like Maker. I haven't looked at Maker in years, so glad someone else called it out. Look at this. It just hit this line and bounced. So we're on the 30-minute chart looking at Litecoin. It's similar to Bitcoin, man. We're just skyrocketing on everything. This is great to see. Great time to be in crypto. This is gonna make it bright. Ethereum. Let's look at ETH. ETHUSD. Alright, we got a couple viewers in here. Say what up in the chat. Let me know what you guys want me to look at. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep looking at the standard coins. There's one other one I wanted to look at after this, which was NEM, which is probably XEM, I think. Yes. And I want to look at Linux. Okay, let's look at ETH first. So we zoom out first, start at a very macro view, then zoom in. So we're saying this is what we're seeing on a lot of cryptos, is the big bowl cup and handle. So many of them are just about here, percentage-wise, to get up to here. So there's a lot of them that have a lot of room to go before they hit their previous all-time highs. This one seems to be leading the market along with the other major ones. So Litecoin, you know, well, Litecoin's still down compared to their previous all-time high, but Bitcoin especially, Dogecoin, these ones are leading the market. And let's see what we got here. So, oops, not what I wanted to move. Previous all-time high, about 14,000. Wow. You can see this 20-day EMA, it doesn't want to cross that. We're looking at a daily, but look at this. It hit it here, hit it here, hit it here. And since then it said, nope, not happening. This is great to see. So what do? We did a measured move here. Let's copy that, paste that over here. See where that puts us. And we're about there right now. So after this level of $1,817, what else can you expect? Who knows? It's anyone's game. We're in price discovery territory, so who knows what to expect. We're in the 4-hour chart right now, so a little bit of good time frame, and I can see a trend line here. Nice little trend line. Touched a couple times. That's good. Yeah, and you can see it's just following along that perfectly. And lately it's just skyrocketed above there. Let's do a little bit of fib. So this low to this high up here, we've already done a 618 retracement, which is great. That means we got enough steam to potentially try for that 1800 level, 1814. You can see it's currently testing this level. Let me get rid of the fib real quick so it's not as messy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to go in a 30-minute. Okay. So this is previous all-time high, and by previous I mean a couple days ago. So not much for history on that, but we're playing in that level right now. So what I would like to see happen is I would like to see it bounce off this 20-day EMA. I'd like to see this candle close green, even if it's a little one, and stage a higher high than 1770. What that would mean for me is that we're probably going to see a back test of 1747, then a run for 1814. And like I said, that's just a measured move. If that's going to be anything important, who knows? But we're in all-time high territory here, so what can you even do with any of this stuff? Like it's great to have, but it's hard to make any entries on any of this because it's so high up. You know, I feel bad for a lot of the newer people because they want to get in, but I can't recommend that because how do I tell someone to buy something that's higher valued than it's ever been? It's not right to do. Higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. I was just seeing if I saw anything. A little bit of a hidden bullish on here. Yeah, what else do you guys want me to look at here? Be here for maybe 5-10 more minutes. So is there anything else you guys want me to take a look at? Call them out in the chat. do that, I will look at XEM. Let's make this chart viewable. Look at this chart. Let me delete a bunch of shit here so you don't have to see that. Man, and we were looking at it in this range. We were looking at it in this range, testing 28 cents, and look at this green candle. 28 cents to 36 cents. What a great pump that was. And are we all-time high on this? Let me see. No. Okay, so we still got some room to go on this one. Oh yeah, that's why I like this. So this one had plenty of room to grow to the upside. So we can see previous all-time high of $2.11. So like I mentioned before, with Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're already past their all-time highs. So they're leading the market. And I feel like a lot of these other smaller cryptos are going to be lagging behind, but they're going to have similar charts over the next couple months where you're going to finally see this bull level out into a big old cup and handle, and it's going to test those all-time highs. Look at this. We're even getting, as we speak, this thing is just pumping. Look at that good candle there. All right, so let's see. What were we looking at here? So we were looking at this important level 28. And I did want to take a fib of this. Low to high. And just see how much we retraced. So look at this. This candle, it's got a huge wick on it on the 4 hour. So we were already down to the almost 768 or 786 level. Definitely past the 6.8 level on this retrace. And you can see it didn't like that. And it just immediately, it closed at about the 382 level. So this might have enough steam to continue onward. That's all I wanted to see with the fib. What do we got? We had a bullish divergence here. We can do a trend line here. Not a very strong one, only 2 spots. And you can see it just wanted nothing to do with that. Couple of retests of the 20-day EMA on the 4 hour since January. It hasn't touched the 60-day. So we're definitely trending in the right direction in NEM or XEM. What about Link? Well, let's see, Gordon. Gordon, I appreciate the call outs here. You're making it useful for me, so I appreciate that. And I know for a fact Link is probably all-time high. Just based on looking at my portfolio before, I gotta imagine it's never seen these levels, and that's correct. Okay. So like Maker, like Bitcoin, like a couple of the other ones, they are leading the market. Looks like we had, I can't even call this a nice cup and handle because it went higher. Well, you still could. Went higher, pulled back, and shot past. That good bull shape is what you're looking for. That's when you want to be hopping on assets, when it's just breaking out of that bull shape. It's a great time to be entering these. So what are we looking at? Daily, couple retests of the 20-day. No real breaks below it on this trend up. So we're still looking very strong. This candle close here at 24, let's call it $25, $24.89 be exact, is where we're playing right now. You know, we're playing in that range. You can see this green candle almost closed right above it. Well, I mean, it did close above it, but it almost started right above it. And we're definitely there right now. So let's move on into the 4 hour and see where we're at here. Okay, so we're at an all-time high. We're in an all-time high area here, so we're doing a little bit of price discovery, just like some of the other ones where they blew up a lot, and now they're kind of trying to check where they're at. So you got a couple people that are actually selling, taking a little bit of profits, which is probably advisable if you got in at a couple pennies. You know, how are you gonna say no to 26 cents or $26? It's pretty hard to say. So what we're doing right now is we're retesting these levels. It looks great. Like I said, playing on the 20 EMA, also playing on this previous resistance is now becoming support. So this was a good little back test of that support. All right. One of the things I like this is on the 4 hour, you got a green hammer here. You got Thor's hammer. Let me pull this up actually. Give me 1 second. And it's, of course, not showing up. But I'll tell you what, it's a great indicator that we're going to continue higher. And the fact that it's sitting at the 60-day EMA and then back tested that 60-day EMA and then has continued on past that, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do a trend line here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. And this might almost be a parallel channel. Boy, oh boy. It's pretty damn close to a parallel channel. Up. So this is a good one. You know, I still like Link. I think next spot it's got to blow past and retest is the 26. This was our previous resistance here at 26.74 to be exact on the 4 hour. Break above there, and then a retest would be a solid retest would be great. Let's see what happens with Link. Something I'm gonna keep my eye on. This is one that I made a trade on a long time ago. Back when Litecoin was a couple $100, I think it was like $250, and I bought 350 Link, and I've been sitting on it ever since. So you can do the math. It's a phenomenal trade. And it was just on a whim. Someone told me, oh, you should buy Link. I said, okay, I'll throw a Litecoin at it. Thank God I did. What do we got here? What altcoin would you buy into right now? I need a suggestion if you don't mind. I ran and hid in USD coin, and I need to get that money back to work. Yeah, so you always want to have your money working for you. To give you a suggestion right now is pretty damn difficult. Just based on everything being so highly valued. I do like XEM, but I think this is going to be a little more of a long-term thing. You know, we just had a pretty decent pump here. But the reason I liked it is because there was a lot of room to the upside. So like I was mentioning before, there's this big bull. I'm on the 4 hour, that's why. Big bull from previous highs. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Link, Maker, they're all leading the way, and I think we're going to see a lot of them. So to give you a recommendation is hard. I don't know if I would tell you to spread it out. I don't know if I would tell you to put it into one coin, but this is a market you definitely want to be in. And even though we're at all-time highs and I can't recommend buying things like Link or Bitcoin, I still think they're going to keep going higher. I don't think these are done. Even right now, we're getting another green candle on the 30-minute on Bitcoin. 10 minutes left to close on this, and this would be a great sign again. I could imagine it just going higher. So yeah, sorry, Gordon, I don't have a really great answer for you. I've been holding a couple of them on fundamentals for years, and I'm just finally seeing great levels on these, like theta. Like I was saying, I picked it up at about 24 cents. I think I filled my bag at theta at 24. So hard to recommend anything right now. All right, we got a couple more people in here. Anyone else got any callouts? Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a night and head on out. Have it spread out with Link, AAVE, and Compound. Maybe I'll go back at it. I'm not familiar with those. AAVE, USD. It's on Coinbase. So all these ones you're mentioning are on Coinbase, it seems like. It's probably the most friendly place right now, to be honest. But a lot of those coins have already pumped. Like, I don't know anything about this coin except for, let's see if anyone else has any history. Oh, 487. Oh, let's get off the 30-minute here. Okay, so we got a little bit of more history on Binance. Yeah, Coinbase is a good place to be, but with crypto, you need a couple exchanges, which kind of a pain in the ass, you know. But it seems like everything on Coinbase is just mooned. You know, I had a buddy that bought 0x on Coinbase, and okay, well, apparently that doesn't show up. Even that's at an all-time high. You know, everything is just going insane right now, which is great. AAVE, time to be buying it was back here, obviously, but we are much farther past that. So that was at $46 and we're already at 488. What TA can we do on this? You know, we got a trend line. I don't even know if I'd call that a trend line. That's too straightforward, you know. That's almost a parabolic rise right there. Important levels. Alt H. Important level. Important level. I want to say this is an important level too. So we're retesting the 20-day EMA currently actually on the 4-hour chart. This candle closing green would be a great indicator that we're going to go higher. You got about an hour left for that candle close. Did a little bit of retest to the 60-day EMA, and you can see it did not like that and closed green. So this one is looking great as well. It's hard to say with anything because these are all-time highs. So let's see. Just seeing if I can see anything. So we're down to the 50% level right now. So like I said, if this is going to close as a green candle, I would really like that. And I would expect it to continue onward. If it does close, let's say it just closes like right here. I'd maybe set my stop loss somewhere around here, 470 to 450. And you could probably anticipate let's be a little more conservative here. and then we'll do a Control Z, copy, paste. TradingView makes you do Alt for a bunch of shit, and it confuses the hell out of me. So I want to do Alt Z, and that draws a line. So this is a conservative projection, unmeasured move. I'm gonna say that out loud. The devil gonna get me. 666, and then a more not conservative projection for a measured move. I mean, not much above it, but whatever. Almost $700. Hard to say. Hard to say anything that's got an all-time high. Here's one thing I think is weird is typically with altcoins, we've seen that when Bitcoin is pushing all-time highs and playing in that territory, everything just tanks. And this time, that hasn't happened. So I'm really curious to see if the reason is because there's more USD pairs or what the deal is. It's interesting. All right, so I think that's about all I got here. Something's really telling me I like XEM. You know, I know there's a lot of inventory on this coin. Look at this. What a smaller cup and handle it looks like. Let's draw a little curve. A little bit higher. Maybe get a little bit of a pullback. Down to retest 28 cents. I'm gonna draw that here and we're gonna see how it plays out tomorrow when I come back. You're gonna see here's my guess is that we're gonna fall back down to 28 cents. We're gonna come back up to 31, fall back to 28, break. I'm actually gonna draw it. Let's draw it here. Oops, I got the wrong thing out. Let's draw it. Go speed. Go around the whip. Okay, how do I stop? Oh. No! Where the hell did it go now? Okay. So I'll retest to 28. Retest 28. Break above this channel. Retest of the channel, and then a break higher. So I'm going to draw that. We're going to leave it for tomorrow. We're going to see. All right, Gordon, I appreciate it. I appreciate you with the call outs and stopping by, hanging out. Take a look at XEM tomorrow. Anything else? Otherwise, I'm on tomorrow, I believe. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Probably be on later, maybe about 8 p.m. is usually when a lot of the other streamers stop, so usually a good time. Give it a couple more minutes in case anyone wants to suggest anything to look at. And I will put a invite link in the box real quick. Give me a minute to generate it. 1 minute, generate, copy. There you go, there's a Discord link. Alright guys, that's it for today then. Take it easy. Until next time.